Hello, dear friends of pleasure. When it comes to improving the quality and quantity of your sex life, good communication is always crucial. Communicating your needs in the relationship in a general way is important, as it keeps the relationship running. This is nothing new for anyone, right? In this video, I want to give you some helpful tips on how you can have regular sex again. My name is Antje. I am your sex sense coach, and I help you with desire and frustration in your love life. What do you do right now if your partner doesn't do it exactly the way you like? The solution can be quite close and also quite simple. Just give him loving instructions with respect and without blame. Even if you have done it several times before, give your partner one more chance or a second one. Tell them exactly what you want and how you want it. You should not feel embarrassed about this, and you should not be afraid of hurting your partner's feelings. Say clearly and directly what you want. Help each other with this and appreciate the offer when your partner gives instructions, because then you will also know better what to do. It is important to communicate to your partner what you want in the bedroom or outside of it. You cannot always leave all the responsibility to your partner to let things happen. It should be clear that you are indeed in harmony with your own sexuality. This means you need to know how you function, what excites you, what turns you off, what fantasies you have, and what dreams and desires you still hold. And of course, masturbation is also a topic that cannot be ignored. Even if your partner is the most attractive person in the world to you, they cannot and should not always be the one to arouse or satisfy you alone. So do it together, or at least take turns. If you know what you like, your partner can definitely support you. If not, it is difficult. But you could ask your partner to go on a journey of discovery with you. So, discover together what you like and what you no longer want to do. However, be careful when discarding and question why you no longer want to engage in certain sexual practices. If you feel uncertain, it's better to pause a specific practice so that you can integrate it again properly next time and also try something new. That's 2001. Talk to each other normally and dirty. Communication is important both in the bedroom and outside of it. Talk to each other like you used to, and see the beauty in your partner. And don't always focus only on the negative things, but also approach your partner again and whisper something naughty in their ear and wait for the reaction. Make your partner feel unexpectedly hot again and let him or her get all worked up once more. Don't be too impatient and give it some time. If nothing has happened for a long time, it is likely that the partner no longer expects any kind of attention. And it can sometimes happen. You need 2, 3, or more attempts. But if the partner is worth it to you, it is worth it. However, if the partner does not respond immediately, do not be accusatory, but be understanding. What was it like back then when you used to fall wildly for each other? What has happened between then and now? Beam yourselves back to the beginning and look at your partner with the same eyes as before. Have a nice evening and behave like you used to. Just be the younger version of yourselves again. Laugh, be carefree, and enjoy the feeling. What does the world cost? Treat it like a game, and I guarantee you that sometimes wonderful results will come out of it. Let something new into your life again. Spend a night at the hotel around the corner so that something completely new happens and you experience a little bit of adventure. In a way, it's an adventure right at your doorstep, just to be out of the usual environment again. Not having to cook or clean or deal with the children. You can manage to set aside one evening, a month to make time for yourselves. And this should be important for you as a couple. A quick romp is indeed certainly not going to disrupt the schedule. A scheduled time for sex can also give you something to look forward to when you are completely worn out. A big part of sex is the anticipation of it. So play with the idea, plan the time well in advance for what you will do. You can also play this so-called servant king game in turns. In this context, one partner may wish for the other to do something for them, and then vice versa. However, discuss the rules beforehand about what is not allowed so that one can step out of their comfort zone without feeling pressured. Be spontaneous. Even though a good schedule is a nice thing, but please don't forget how sexy spontaneity can be. No matter how much we try to control our emotions and desires, it doesn't always work, and sometimes it just comes over you. Sex does not have to be limited to a romantic bedroom atmosphere like in movies. Satisfy your needs, wherever and whenever possible. Perhaps just before the kids come home from school, or a quick blowjob before he goes to work. A quickie or a little cuddle session can lead to exciting sex. Spice up your sex life. What are countertops in the kitchen? Couches, sofas, showers, or whatever for? Be discreet and creative and open to new things. Even if the goal is to have more sex, and honestly, why shouldn't it be? Shouldn't you focus all your energy on sex? Concentrating on sex can be overwhelming and sometimes even intimidating. If you or your partner are under performance pressure or have general nervousness regarding sex, focus on building intimacy. You can do this by taking a sexual break to focus on things like hugging and kissing, which increases physical intimacy without necessarily having sex. Not only sexual activities involving touch, such as massages, can help increase intimacy between two people. This can improve your emotional connection, and sex will become better and more intimate. When the break is over, take your time for foreplay. Although everyone loves a quickie, it is important that not everything about sex is short and concise. Finally, foreplay can be an enjoyable part of sex. 2001 foreplay is fun, regardless of whether you are giving or receiving. One way to increase intimacy during sex is by incorporating touches, kisses, and everything else that conveys affection. Foreplay can also make sex more playful. Sex doesn't always have to be purely passionate and fiery. Mutual teasing, double entendre can also lead to creative sex. Be creative, prolong the sexual experience, and get a little verbal with each other to heat things up. Then simply consider sex as the icing on the cake. Let's be honest, you really know best how to get yourself aroused. Masturbation is a wonderful habit that you should maintain regardless of whether you are in an intimate relationship or not. Masturbation releases endorphins and provides sexual and emotional relief that is necessary to live your life better. It also allows you to get to know your body, which is important when you want to communicate your sexual needs to your partner. And while solo masturbation is great, it can also be fun to masturbate in the presence of your partner or even with your partner. Involving masturbation shows your partner exactly what you like and how you like it. Incorporating toys like dildos and vibrators can enhance sexual stimulation and pleasure in ways that the human body sometimes simply cannot achieve. Yes, it can sometimes be intimidating to introduce toys into your sex life. Therefore, as a first step, you might want to try using a toy yourself to see how it works. If you want to integrate toys into your sex life, definitely talk about it beforehand. Otherwise, one of you might feel offended, hurt, or excluded, as it may seem that one partner can no longer perform, even though you only meant well and wanted to bring a little variety into your sex life. If you don't have any toys or are unsure about what you like, just take a look online or at your local sex shop. There are many reviews and knowledgeable individuals who will help you find the perfect choice for yourself and your partner. Or you can perhaps just take a look and thus have something that connects you again, just a little. As cliched and exaggerated as it may sound, take a look at the Kama Sutra. Watch some porn or Google it on the internet. There you will find a wide range of 6 positions with helpful and easy to understand instructions and graphics to help you discover what suits you best. If porn is too graphic or visually stimulating for you, you could also try reading erotic literature together to gain a bit more inspiration. Not every new position will definitely work, but exploring new positions can improve your sex life. It can be fun and can bring a little fresh air back into your love life. Don't be afraid to take the initiative. Of course, it's important that you take turns initiating sex. It's essential to feel desired by your partner. And to show your desire, You also need to approach your partner and take the first step. Sometimes one can quickly fall into a pattern where one partner takes the initiative in sex every time, and then feels frustrated when you don't take the lead for once. But especially when partners take turns in this regard, it can show both partners that they are sexually desirable. It also encourages becoming more creative, exploratory, and dynamic. Dare to break out of traditional roles and comfort zones, and explore new possibilities to have better sex as a couple. Do you remember your very first date? How long did it take you to get completely ready? What does it look like after 10, 20, or 30 years of dating with your partner? Do you still make an effort to look good for each other? Or have you come to take your partner for granted to the point that you no longer consider putting in some effort, whether it's hygiene or clothing? If your partner no longer appreciates it, do it for yourself. Doing things that boost your self-confidence makes you appear more desirable, self-assured, and attractive, which inevitably leads to better sex. Dressing stylishly can also mean dressing up for role plays that you can incorporate into your sex life. And many couples also find that role-playing can help them break out of their habits 2,000 and 1,000 times better. So from a fixed pattern leads to more exploration and better sex. Understand that sex can change. How long have you been together with your partner? Are your partner's sexual preferences still the same as they were before? Yes, it can be, but preferences and sexual needs can also change. From submissive to dominant, from modest to addicted, life and our personal growth could have a tremendous impact on our sex life. So, check regularly but at larger intervals whether sex is still enjoyable for your partner and adjust it if necessary. Yes, now I am curious about which tips you have already tried and what effects they have had on you. Feel free to write to me in the comments about your experiences. I wish you a lot of strength to take the first step in the right direction, which is to approach your partner. Be brave, and in this sense, enjoy yourself, and see you in the next video.